Some more tyrannical news stories coming straight out of the UK and soon to be in Ireland. That's why I'm showing you all these videos. The first video we have here today is UK police storm a man's home at midnight, body search, arrest and detain him for posting on social media. Insane. This is the tyrannical government that we have now in the UK and soon to be in Ireland. Absolutely. Now imagine a digital ID tracking every move and opinion leading to arrests for free speech. Last year in the UK, they've had over 9,000 arrests. That number could be up to about 12,000 for just plain and simple social media posts. In Ireland, that number is quite low, just a few hundred, but still democracy is well and truly gone in this country. We saw recently, of course, the election in Ireland is undemocratic. We couldn't even get people that are right-wing conservative people to get on the ballot, not even win the election. But of course, if they could get on the ballot, if they could debate these left woke liberals, they would win. But Britain is no longer a democracy. Britain is a failed state. It's fast declining. Crime is through the roof. And I'm telling you right now, my beautiful Irish people, be under no illusion. This is coming to Ireland.
If you've got stuff you'd like to gather, obviously I'm more than willing to talk through what you're able to take with you.
What, you're taking me away now?
Yes, yeah. So you're under arrest, so you're going to Harrogate, unfortunately.
You're taking me to Harrogate in the middle of the night over a tweet?
I am, unfortunately.
Is this what you signed up the police to do?
This is my role. I'm trying to be reasonable with you here.
So
if there's stuff you'd like to gather, I'm more than willing to allow you to gather some sort of stuff like medication, if you've got any numbers you need. But at the moment,
you join the police to go and arrest people at night for tweets online.
Do you need any medication? I can't imagine that you are going to be in very long, but do you need any medication that you take at night?
No.
No. Do you need anything else you can think of? Wallet? Do you want to change your shoes or out?
I'd like to put some shoes on if that's alright with you.
Of course it is.
Righty, huh?
We will give you a search here.
Search? What?
Yeah, just to make sure there's nothing in your pocket that you can harm yourself with whilst you're being transported in the van. We're going to do it in here rather than outside so all your neighbours can go up.
Oh, fill your boots, mate. You do understand that I'm going to make a maximum fuss about this free speech union.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys just doing your jobs, obviously, but your dickhead bosses have just opened up a world of shit.
Trust me, if I didn't have to be here, I would have been. But I'm happy to give you...
I'm quite certain you two have got like 50 better things to do. Because what's your patch? Your Harrogate, Northallerton...
We're referred to as Hambleton. So
yeah.
We're also Harrogate District.
Yeah.
So if
but of course, like the police they're not going to be able to credibly tell anybody that they're under-resourced now if they're sending people out to arrest people for tweets.
There's
no point us debating it, is it? Your dickhead bosses. Could you... right, just a sec. Would you...
We'll be taking that for us, unfortunately.
Right, okay. Well, just a second before you do.
This is scary, tyrannical stuff. They said they're going to take his phone, they're going to search through his wallet, they're going to search through all his belongings, they're going to search his house. This is crazy. Just for posting to social media. You can't even voice your opinion in the UK. And like I always say, soon to be in Ireland, this is going to come to the Republic of Ireland. Anything that happens in the UK is the ground zero for the WEF, the woke agenda that they're pushing, the woke narrative. Same thing that's coming to Ireland. Ireland is just replicating anything that the UK and the EU do. It's disgusting, absolutely disgusting. And it's funny also that he said, of course you won't be able to say that you're under-resourced, because a lot of people always say the police are under-resourced, they need more people, they need more help. But they have enough resources to send people on trivial stuff. I mean, this is trivial at best. I see people every day in London getting stabbed. They have 30 stabbings a day. It is a damn near war zone in London. And in Dublin now. Dublin is every day there's a stabbing as well. But London especially is a war zone. And they don't have people cracking down on that crime. Sadiq Khan won't do that. Of course, Keir Starmer won't do that. They don't care about crime, gang crime, muggings, shootings, stabbings, sexual predators. But they care about people voicing their opinions. I mean, understand what's happening to society now. They're creating this globalist shit melting pot that we all have to adhere to. And if we don't, you go to jail. And like I said, there's tons of examples of this. Up to 12,000 people have been arrested on social media, just like this guy, who apparently British police capture and arrest an elderly man because some of his social media posts caused somebody anxiety. So if somebody else can prove that your post upset somebody, which is anything, because anything you say can upset somebody, and everything you say can upset somebody, you will go to jail and prison.
The Hampshire police would realise how ridiculous this is. It is. Good. I'm happy to come to this.
What did it need to come to?
Tell us why you escalated it to this level, because I don't understand. I posted something that he posted. You come to arrest me, you don't arrest him. Why has it come to this? Why am I in cuffs? Because of something he shared, then I shared.
Because someone has been caused, obviously, anxiety based upon your social media page. That's why you've been arrested.
This is a fascist government that we have now in the UK and soon to be in Ireland. We basically have a fascist government. We have the same government in the UK as we do in Ireland, but they just haven't got able to enact the laws as quick. As soon as we get the chance in the Republic of Ireland, in Dáil Éireann, and the president will all be backing these woke, hate speech, left-wing, liberal narratives and agendas, ideologies that they're trying to push on people. That video had 73 million views, just to understand. Insane. Happened at the beginning of this year, January 2nd, 2025. The UK is a failed state and soon to be Ireland, a failed state. You can't protest, you can't do anything without the police officers in the UK snatching flags from you. Watch as this 16-year-old girl who's protesting, who's just holding up the British flag, being a patriot of the country, gets the flag violently snatched from her by police in Newcastle. That's disgusting.
Whoa. Why would you do that? Because you're being a kid. Not getting it. Shall I get a flag back?
Absolutely disgusting. So, like I said, there's examples of this in the UK on video, but we have examples of this in the Republic of Ireland. Only yesterday, Paul Nolan, a YouTuber, got arrested for videotaping asylum seekers in public and, of course, went to jail now for 10 months. I think he's still appealing that. But we have another case of that where there was a patriotic protest in Dublin with great patriots of Ireland walking around Dublin with flags, and the Gardaí, Síochána, ripped the flags away from them, threw them on the ground and stood on them, and it was just disgraceful. I mean, these acts of violence are commonplace now. Any sort of love for country and spirit and God is just thrown out the window now. They do not want that in their new world, their new world order. On top of the open borders, you actually have women and some beta male men of the UK and Ireland actively telling the police to bring people in, that we love immigrants, we love illegal immigrants, we love these dangerous criminals that are coming from Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda fractions, ISIS, ISIL. We love all these people. They're voting. It's like Turkey's voting for Christmas, honestly. You're literally voting for your own death. Look at this next video that we have here. It's a woman getting accosted by a man from God knows where, grabbing her, attacking her. There's countless videos of this all the time from crackpots coming from overseas, not knowing where they're from, and then attacking our women and children. I mean, it's purely disgusting. And the people, our own Irish people and UK British people are voting for that, these left liberal leaning people. You know, when these hordes of invaders come in and kill our people, I'm not going to be defending you. I used to want to defend people, but now I see these crazy crackpots coming over. You voted for them to come over. You want these people to be here. So I'm not going to defend you. It'll be like that scene in a Civil War, the movie Civil War. Like, okay, well, you're an Irish man, woman. Well, what kind of Irish man or woman? You know, are you left or right? You know what I mean? Are you woke or are you patriot of your country? Do you love Ireland? If I see some blue-haired liberal woman or man getting attacked, I don't know, guys, will I step in? I haven't made up my decision yet, but probably not, to be honest, because they voted for it. Hopefully the police step in. You know, if I feel good on that day, I might step in, honestly. But it's ridiculous. They're voting for their own death.
Like this, I have to hear your cat.
Don't touch me!
Okay, Sadie.
What the fuck?
Come on.
Are you fucking crazy or what?
You're crazy.
I said you don't touch me!
You're crazy. أيوة معي صحيح. لا.
Whoa!
No.
Whoa! I want problems. I want fucking problems.
What? No, he doesn't want them. Not problem. Sorry,
So when she says no and she pulls back and she resists, the man gets angry. He starts getting mad and frustrated. He gets actually actively angry. So then he wants to hurt her. And then he kind of pulls back. Then he says, oh, no problem. Actually, no problem. I was born in the Middle East, guys. I've seen beautiful countries in the Middle East. Bahrain, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. You have Kuwait. You have Jordan. Beautiful countries. These people that are coming over are not from those countries. They're from third world, poverty-stricken hellholes. I'm telling you right now, hellholes, guys. South Asia as well. You know, Islamabad, they have terrorist breeding camps. They're actively creating Al-Qaeda terrorists and radicals. We're talking about the worst of the worst. And people in Ireland are voting for these people to come in. Unbelievable. These aren't people from Saudi Arabia, civilized, great people that basically their countries are, you know, amazingly better than Europe. They wouldn't come to Ireland. You know, they wouldn't come to the UK. They wouldn't come to Ireland or the UK. These countries, a lot of these countries in the Middle East are beautiful. Qatar. We're talking about people are coming from places that literally don't have running water, or they're living in mud huts, or they're literally living in tin sheds with roofs on. It's like the worst poverty-stricken regions of the world that have no self-decorum, don't speak English, no professionality. It's really scary stuff. Women and a lot of men don't know what's coming. Like, they don't have any idea. If you guys haven't been overseas, I advise you to go overseas and check out some of these hellholes. Then lastly, you actually have Sinn Féin calling this out. This man says here, far too many people don't feel safe on the main streets of their own town, villages, and especially the capital city, Dublin. Ground zero for just the crime and breeding of just craziness. I was there. I was in the north side, near the Sports Direct. Hell on earth. Our countries are going to hell. They've gone to hell and they're not coming back. Once we lose the freedoms, once we lose that infrastructure, the connection of the culture and heritage, it's never coming back, ever.
The truth of the matter is that far too many people across Ireland just don't feel safe. They don't feel safe on the main street of their towns, villages, and certainly not in the capital city. And there's a number of reasons for that, but ultimately it boils down to a failure of government on a whole series of levels. So we don't have enough investment in community, in youth diversion, in mental health and addiction services. We don't have enough Gardaí on the street. In fact, we've less Gardaí now than we had when Fine Gael, for example, came to government at a time when our population was 500,000 less than what it is. And then we have the system of the courts, and the difficulty with some of those proposals is that they would add a burden on a court system that's already stretched, and then when you go to the prison services, they're absolutely overcrowded. And unless you tackle each one of those systematically and with a clear plan and with a clear intent, then the problems are going to remain. And the difficulty is that despite all the rhetoric from government ministers and representatives, we're not seeing the type of action, even in terms of Garda presence and visibility, which must go to the heart of addressing these issues. We've less community Gardaí now. We've 700 community Gardaí compared to 1,100 in 2011. If that doesn't point out to a problem that isn't being fixed by this and successive governments, then I don't know what would.
I will be honest, that was a great speech. I don't like Sinn Féin, I don't like Fianna Fáil, I don't like Fine Gael, but I really like that speech. And I actually don't really like that guy particularly, but that was an amazing speech. I have to give it to him. He said, you know, starting from the grassroots, the Gardaí themselves don't have enough numbers. There's less Gardaí back when Fine Gael came into government. Then also the justice system is overhauled. You know, the courts are just clogged up with people coming through the courts that aren't given a fair shot. Some people get more time than others. Like I said, Paul Nolan's getting all this crazy time for just filming people in public. You have people with petty crime that are getting tons of years. You have people with violent crimes that are getting no years. So the justice system is overhauled. Then on top of that, you also have the actual jail cells. The prisons are way overcrowded. So on every level of that justice system, there is failures to actually bring criminals to justice. And it's unbelievable to see. Let me know your thoughts. If you want to support me, hit the join link underneath the video. For just €3 a month can help push back against the mainstream media, because the mainstream media is dead and they will never talk about these news stories. I love you all. Hope you all enjoyed that video, and I'll see you all in the next one, lads. Peace.